Before this video gets started, I just want to say thank you to everyone for supporting the channel. I just do this shit for fun, and I really expected to like get this big, even though 100 subscribers is not that much. Besides that, I just want to say a big shout out to the developers of Meteor and Banana Plus. I'll be leaving all the links in the description, and of course I explain them in more detail in the video. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay guys, so today we're gonna be talking about Crystal PvP. We're talking about with client, we're not talking about vanilla here, if you haven't told already. But yeah, this video will be divided in two parts. So first part will be kind of the basics and easy part, and the second part is gonna be more advanced. For the people that are getting new, just watch the entire thing, and for the people that already know how to play Crystal PvP, just watch the other half. But yeah. Alright, so first let's talk about crystals. So crystals don't really do damage when you stand in one block below them, which means the more below you are, the more safe you are. They do the most damage when they're next to you like this. You'll see it does 7 hearts of damage. Another way that crystals do damage is if I free cam right now, I put a crystal on top of my head and I break this block. This also causes a lot of damage. Does not cause as much damage as having it on your feet, but it still does damage. Okay, so let's talk about some other things about crystals. So first of all, crystals can be placed only in bedrock and obsidian. You cannot place them on anywhere else. You can walk through crystals, like you can see, but you cannot place crystals where somebody's standing, as you can see. You can place crystals in a one block, that's completely fine. But you will notice that if I place a crystal, you won't be able to place blocks around it. So once a crystal has been placed, you cannot place any blocks around it, as you can see. That'll be very useful for later in the video, so just make sure you remember that stuff. As you can see, if I break this, you can still place blocks. Okay, so now that you know how crystals work, let's talk about how to be safe from them. So to be safe from crystals, you need to be in one hole. There's 3 types of holes, and you can check them out by turning on the Hole ESP. Just walk around here and then you can see the green hole. Green holes are pretty much just holes surrounded by bedrock. You can't break these, so you'll be completely safe. The second type is the orange hole, which is surrounded by obsidian. Look at this as a temporary safe place because, as you can see, someone can just come here, break it, and start crystalling you. And the third one is the same, it's just covered by obsidian, but now you have obsidian floor too, which means somebody can break your floor. Okay, so now that you can understand how safe holes work, I'll show you an example of me walking up to somebody, and then hopefully you can see what I mean by being in a safe place. So let's walk up to these guys. You see, once I walk up to these guys, I want to go into the green hole, just to make sure I'm safe. Remember, every time you walk up to somebody, always eat your golden apples, because if you don't and I just step out, I take more damage. And there's more chance that I will pop a totem. Let's walk up to this guy, repeat the same thing. We walk up to a safe place. He was not in a safe place, so he died. Okay, so now that you can understand like how to be more safe and shit, I'm gonna show you like how to move around without popping as often. I'll use this guy as example. So if I want to walk around this guy, all I have to do is just eat my golden apples and just step around. Obviously, like, the whole purpose of walking around is just to find the hole. Like, don't think that you can just like walk around and your golden apples and you'll be fine. Like, this guy's CA is fucking dog shit, but like some people just have really good ones and they'll fuck your shit up if you don't get into a hole. So just make sure you get into one. If you don't find a green hole, just go and surround. But like I said, like, use your orange hole as just momentary stuff. Like, don't just camp them out. If you camp an orange hole, like, someone will fuck you up. Like, there's people that know a lot of tricks to like fuck up surrounds and shit. If you're watching to the advanced part of this video, you understand what I mean. But yeah, just pretty much do this stuff. Don't just like walk around, don't eat your gaps, and yeah, don't try to jump as much because the more you jump, the more damage you take. Just try to step around, just practice melee step and shit, and then you should be fine. If the CA is fucking dog shit, you'll be fine for a long time. Alright, so now you can understand the basics of movement and how to be safe and stuff. I'm gonna actually show you the fun stuff, which is how to kill your opponent. There's steps to it. Obviously, the more you practice, the faster you can do it, and the faster you can do it, the less time your opponent has to react, and they most likely die. Alright, so first things first, you run up to your opponent, and get in the hole. First things first, you run to a point and get in the hole. Don't forget. Don't do anything until you are in a safe place. Always make sure you save first before you do anything. Second thing you want to do is auto trap them. You don't want to city them, you don't want to crystal them first. You want to first auto trap them. The reason why is because if you don't auto trap them, they'll go like, oh shit, like I'm fucking surrounded and he's gonna fuck my shit up. I'm gonna step out and get the fuck out. Make sure you always auto trap them first. So once you auto trap them, second thing you need to do is auto city them. But now pay attention here. Once you hit that auto city button, you want to make sure that your crystal aura is on. So the moment I hit my auto city key, I turn on the crystal aura. What this is gonna do is it's gonna time the auto sitting and crystal the moment it breaks. If I auto city him and I don't turn on crystal aura, it's just useless. He's just gonna like surround again. Just make sure while you're sitting, you turn on crystal aura. Of course, there's gonna be people that have really good surrounds, like me and a couple more people, like less ping and shit. Don't worry, because at the advanced part of the video, I'll explain how to break even the best of the best surround. But for now, I'll just kind of keep it in basic. So yeah, just to recap, run up to them, auto trap them, city, and then crystal. If you can do it as fast as you can, they have less time to get out, and you probably kill them. Okay, so for this part, we're just gonna pretend the roles are reversed and now I'm the one that's trapped and I'm surrounded and somebody comes to me in greenholes and then he's about to kill me. So there's two things you can do. The obvious is the ender pearl and then the chorus fruit. So if you have ender pearls in your kit, which you probably should, just make sure you have middle click extra binder to pearl. This will make it so that when you click the middle click on your mouse, it's gonna pearl. This is probably the best thing that you can bind. It's one of the most useful tools. But yeah, first scenario is they trap you, they're about to break your surround, so you already know you're gonna get fucked on if you don't get out. So first thing you want to do is press the step key and then look at any of the blocks that you want to run into, and then just simply middle click or just throw the pearl. Just walk away. Second example I'm gonna give you is if they full auto trap you. So what I mean by that is that some people will auto trap you like this. You see that I cannot pearl anywhere because I'm obviously like trapped. There's a little trick that you can do, but I'll show you on the more advanced part of the video. But for now, just to keep it simple, we're gonna use chorus. Big important thing before you chorus out, don't ever chorus out of an auto trap and then try to surround yourself once you get out. That is the most stupid shit that you can do, because some people's crystal aura are faster. They surround, so once you surround out, so you chorus, you surround out, the crystal aura will just fuck you up. So instead of surrounding once you chorus out, just simply chorus out and just step away into a green hole as fast as you can. It's the safest option, you'll be completely fine. Meanwhile, if you surround like some shit, if I surround here, I feel a crystal, then I try surround here while I teleport, this will happen. As you can see, it gets fucky because it's a crystal there, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, once a crystal is placed, you cannot place blocks around it. So this will, what this means is that these crystals will eventually move here and then I'll start dying. So just remember to never surround yourself after you chorus. So one of the questions that I get most frequently asked is what kits do I use and what kits do I recommend. So I'm going to be showing you the kit that I've been using ever since start Crystal PvPing. This was shown to me by my buddy. This is by far one of the best kits that you can have. You can get approximately like up to 30 kills. I even got 40 kills one with this kit alone. So yeah, let's go through it. First of all, the armor. You're gonna need protection 4, 1 blast protection, and then 1 protection 4. Don't ask me why only 1 blast protection, it just kind of works, and then protection 4, it will save you from swords. You're gonna want to run a lot of end crystals. I personally run this amount of stacks because it lasts longer. You're gonna ask why don't you run 2 sets of armor. It's because instead of wasting my space in more armor, I just swap it out for Board of Enchanting. So 4 stacks of Board of Enchanting will be able to mend more armor and it lasts longer than another set. So definitely recommend running more Board of Enchanting. In terms of totems, you can run 4 if you want, but don't run more than 6, it's just a waste of space. 2 stacks of golden apples is completely fine, enchanted golden apples of course. You need 1 obsidian. Another way of carrying obsidian for the ones that don't know is ender chest. When you break an ender chest, it gives you 8 blocks of obsidian, so carrying 1 stack of ender chest saves you up 7 slots. And then you're gonna need another pickaxe, of course. What of enchanting put in your hotbar so you can mend your armor, like I said. You're gonna need chorus fruit, and you're gonna need ender pearls. Some people bitch about you should use this one or this one, just use both of them, I will explain why. And then this slot, you can really use it for whatever you want, but I recommend you run a bow with it because you can shoot yourself with speed too. The model is called Quiver. You can literally search it up and then turn it on to select effects for speed, and then you should be able to run faster. If your kid looks at this, bro, like, just go fuck yourself, bro. Like, just quit the game. Okay, so now I'll be showing you the models that I use. I'm not gonna explain this into detail because I'll probably make a different video about explaining why I'm choosing everything here. Also, the configs for all of these models will be on the Discord, so I'm not gonna open any of these. Maybe I'll explain some of them, and I'll obviously open up HUD because I need to show you guys how it works. But yeah, with that being said, I'll show you all of the models that I use. This is almost everything that I use. Some stuff is off right now because it's toggle. Some things like toggle is surround, kill aura, you know, crystal aura, auto trap, auto city. Like the ones I already kind of explained. These are almost everything that I use. Out of everything in here, everything is important. These are Banana Plus like features. Like I said, Banana Plus costs $8. Do I think it's worth it? Yes, I think it is worth it. Look at all this stuff, bro. Like, it's just beautiful. Anyways, if you don't have Banana Plus, Strafe is just basically speed, which you can find it here. Set this up. These are my speed settings. It's basically the same thing. It's just Strafe Plus has more like features and stuff, but yeah, the setup speed. Apart from that, this is all that I use. Let's talk about HUD now, like in-game overlay. Make sure you have this on. If you're the first time that you set this on, once you click it, nothing will pop up. This is because you need to go up here. Once you click it, you're gonna see all the like GUIs and stuff, like GUIs and stuff. I'm just gonna show you the stuff that I use, which is basically I have a ping counter, TPS, crystals per second, and the speed. Then I have like the enemy, like board thingy, combat info thing. Then I have my inventory here clear. Everything I have is like tiny because I don't like shit blocking my screen. Apart from that, this is a must-have. Is armor. It's like armor info. This will tell you how long it takes before your armor breaks, so you definitely need this. Yeah, I also have a totem here. Then I'll put the kill aura here and the banana bomb surround plus. So this is basically a kill aura, crystal aura, surround. It just tells me when it's on and when it's off, just to make sure I'm not like fucking shit up. And yeah, that's about it for the stuff that I have. I keep getting asked what my binds are, so here they go. Gotta type dot binds. These are all the binds that I use. You're gonna see that blink is set up to Q, so my drop button is actually T now. Mouse 4, mouse 3 are just the buttons in the left side of my mouse. I have 2 extra buttons, so Auto City is the bottom one, and then Quiver is the top one. Okay, so we reached now the final part of the basics. Now move on to advanced stuff. By now you should know everything that you need to know before getting started. I should put you on an advantage from other people, but like I said, now I'll be talking about the juicy things that not even like really good players know about. But yeah, just take it as courtesy from 18 deaths. So yeah, let's get started. Right, so let's start this part of the video by explaining you how to break anyone's surround. There's 2 ways. I'm gonna show you the first way. First way is you place a crystal next to a surround. Once you break this surround, you'll see that he won't be able to surround at all. This is because, like I explained in the beginning of the video, once the crystal is placed, you can't place any blocks around it. As you can see, once I break the crystal, he'll be able to surround once again. That's one of the first ways. You don't have to worry about doing this manually because your client will probably do it automatically. Like I showed you, you just have to wait for one to break, and then you start popping. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the second way. This is by far the most effective way, and this is how it's done. So you wanna throw a pearl into the kind of this side of the block and walk in here. What this is gonna do is it's gonna face inside the block. Once you start hearing this damage, that's when you know you're fine. You shouldn't worry about it because you won't take that much damage. As you can see, his surround won't be able to work anymore. It's because my actual hitbox is touching this block too, so he won't be able to place anything. What this essentially means is that, I mean, of course I cannot city him because I can't place crystals here. I can't place them all over here. As you can see, it takes, I think, 2 crystals to pop them, sometimes 3. Yeah, this is super highly effective, and you can pretty much just get rid of anyone, no matter how good the surround is, how good the ping is, and how good they are. This just works and gets the job done. As you can see, once I walk back here, his surround is gonna start working again. Make sure you don't move from this block, and then yeah, you should be able to just get pretty easy like kills with this technique. Yeah, it's really fucking OP. You're welcome. Right, so now one of my favorite parts about this video is the movement. I'm gonna teach you advanced stuff and techniques. One more thing about movement is that, as I mentioned, you're gonna have to step eventually at some point, because crystal aura will be really fast and you take as much damage if you just jump on the top layer. So the best way to step around is, as you can see, I kind of flick my mouse sometimes. This is not for anything or for aesthetics, it's more because it actually helps you move around. And as you can see, no matter how good your movement is, sometimes you hit holes. And when you hit one of these holes, don't panic. All you have to do really is just jump, step, and then hit a barrel, and then keep moving. Another way of movement that's very important is moving backwards. Sometimes you will see people move backwards. You see me do it sometimes in my videos, and as you can see, it's actually pretty easy. Right guys, so we're pretty much near the end of the video, and I can't really put all the stuff that I know into one single video because it will take hours and hours. So yeah, I'll definitely make a new video explaining all of the advanced stuff that I missed out on this one. But alright, so what I'm trying to talk about is something that it doesn't really have a term, so I'll go ahead and call it safe timing. Essentially what safe timing is the idea that crystal PvP is kind of like a back and forward, a battle between like taking damage and stuff. I mean, of course you knew that, but it's more than that. It's more about like once you pop somebody or you starting to take damage to them, you'll realize that they can't really crystal you until they heal up. That's the word. So they need to be healing up every time you take damage. Same with you. If you're playing against somebody and they damaging you and they crystalling you stuff, like you need to eat your golden apples and stuff. So safe timing is the idea that once you see that someone is getting popped and they take a bunch of damage, that's when you should like assess the situation and then find a way to deal even more damage, because you're basically in a spot where you can't take any damage. It's essentially like you're in god mode, like they cannot really like deal any damage until they properly heal up with the golden apple, right? So as far as you keeping an eye on the golden apples and stuff, and you check out how much damage they're taking, you can pretty much like win any fight that you can. Obviously, like once you practice all of the movement and things like that, you should be fine. But if you master the idea of safe timing, and you understand when to get out of holes and approach people and things like that, that's really when you actually start becoming good at shit like this. And that's like the main thing that like really differentiates like decent players from like actually like really good players. So that's something that I definitely want to add in this video, because I'm hoping this is the one that gets the most like out there. Like I said, I'll make a video talking about all the advanced stuff that I didn't put in this video because of like time and stuff, but that's pretty much what safe timing is. And as far as you can practice that and understand it, you'll be pretty much untouchable. Okay, so now we reached the end of the video, guys. I just want to give a big shout out once again to the Meteor and Banana Plus developers. All of the links in the bio. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. After watching this video, you should have like a pretty good understanding of crystal PvPing. Even if you're getting started or you're already like pretty decent at it, you still should learn some stuff in this video. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to check out the Discord and leave a like and a comment. I'll read all my comments and I'll pretty much reply to almost all of them. So if you want to talk, just make sure in the Discord and you leave a comment. We're also currently working on the Anarchy server. It's just some testing mode at the moment. It's gonna be something huge. We got a bunch of budgeting for it. If you join the Discord, you'll see that we do like weekly testings on it, and basically if you manage to get into one, you get all these rewards and things once we officially release the server. So make sure you're always keeping connected and then talking in the community to be able to be part of all of this. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys have a great day or night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.